Absolutely immense. Absolutely immense. I loved every second of that. The treble winners back at home in the Premier League. They were purring tonight. It was not an easy game of football. It was a war, but it was a battle. But some games, they just mean a little bit more, you know. They just mean a tiny bit more. This is one of those nights where the players just had to find a way to get the game won tonight, and they did. Second game of the season against a very good Newcastle side. We've also won the Super Cup. We beat Burnley 3-0. Look, this is looking good. It's looking good. It really is. Anyway, hello guys, welcome back to Video City. Of course, you've just beat Newcastle 1-0. Stephen here on Esteemed Company. If you want to help support the channel, please do give this video a like. While you're over there as well, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Help support a lifelong Manchester City fan here. One of you guys, you know, a fellow Blue. It's always appreciated. And of course, this is live straight after City's Masterclass. I honestly think it was a Masterclass. Given the context of the season so far, and explain why, I think it was a Masterclass of a performance against Newcastle. And I'm a very, very happy man. A very happy man. Honestly, this felt like an important night for Manchester City Football Club. This could have been a very difficult night. It could have been the kind of night where we walk away with our heads down, but actually we walk out with it feeling on top of the world, and that to me is down to a few players in particular tonight. I am genuinely buzzing with what we saw out there on the pitch, because everyone played their part, man. They absolutely did play the part. Guys, let me know, of course, in the comments what you make of the game. This is a live video, so I can, of course, get to your comments during this. As for example, Christian, who's been a member for 15 months now, very much said, well, we're speaking about this game ended the season. I think we could be, potentially. Look, Newcastle, they're a better side than we made them look tonight. I'm not saying we battered them, but that could have been 3-0 easily. It could have been 3-0 easily tonight, with a little bit of better finishing and a good touch here and there. What I love about nights like tonight is, once again, you've got to look at the context. Let's just talk about what we went into this game. Let's talk about it, right? We went into this game without Bernardo Silva, without Kevin De Bruyne, you know, Paqueta deal had just fallen through, no Johnny Stones. So we're looking a little bit light already, you know. Of course, Alvarez apparently recent injury. We were tired. We've just come back from Athens winning the Super Cup. They didn't even have a single day to train because of travelling and so on, and the time they finished. An insane heat out there. It's early on in the season. The players are exhausted, playing longer games than ever. The context of this game is like, this could have been really, really, really difficult. I was nervous tonight. I really was. I looked at Newcastle and the way they battered Aston Villa and thought, this could be the kind of game where we go, oh God, it's fallen to pieces. It could have fallen into pieces. And what you need, man, what you need on nights like that, like tonight, you need your players to step up. You need someone to take control. And we had a bunch of players take control tonight, including one of them, a Manchester City fan. It's not excuses, Nerland. I'm looking at the bigger picture. That's the thing. I'm building the context around this game to show why this important performance was impressive. Guardiola said it. Guardiola himself said it's going to be difficult. There's no excuses here. I thought we played excellent. The context feeds into the performance. So when you take all that context and then you look at that performance tonight, immense. Absolutely immense. Absolutely immense. And it was built on one of our own, Phil Walter Foden. Philip Walter Foden. Look, I said on Twitter earlier, I feel like this could be one of the biggest nights of Phil Foden's career. And I'm going to show the tweet I said. I feel like, honestly, we could have just witnessed one of the biggest nights of Phil Foden's career. And I know that sounds wild, given it's just an early season Premier League game, but there was a huge need for him to step up tonight in the role that he's wanted for years. And he was incredible. I think he was. This is the role that he's wanted. This is the role that he's wanted for ages. This is the role that we wanted to see him in. No De Bruyne, no Bernardo Silva, tired players. And what we got tonight was Phil Foden going, I am going to take this game by the scruff of the neck. And he did. And I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. There was moments where the camera cut to Phil Foden. He was there going, getting the players going. He was getting the players going. He was getting them motivated. He was getting them off their feet, man. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Like, Phil, the amount of chances created. I'll jump over to FotMob right now, you know, and look at Phil Foden. I'll show you the stats there. Phil Foden, man of the match over on FotMob, by the way. 8.8. And you look at this, like, it was just ridiculous. 91% pass accuracy, by the way. 7 chances created. 7. Ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous stuff, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Dribbling past people. gliding through midfield, 3 out of 3 successful dribbles. He won also 78% of his duels as well, defensively. Really impressive stuff, tireless stuff from a remarkably gifted young player. And he was started at right wing, but he played through the middle. Like, honestly, Phil was just so good. So good, man. Absolutely brilliant. Super chat from Pete. Thank you very much. First super chat of the night. It's massively appreciated. Saying it's just £4.78 Foden cover and meant attack combo. $4.78. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. They deserve that. They absolutely do deserve it because they were wonderful. But Phil tonight, look. No KDB. We've been saying for ages this could be the night. Phil was never going to be De Bruyne. He's different. But I think there's a beauty in that. De Bruyne is all impact and wonderful passes and directness and just, and just power. That's what he brings. He brings this directness to the game where Phil loves those close touches. He loves those close touches around the edgy area. He loves turning on the half turn and spinning past people and driving forward. And the passes he played tonight as well were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful passes, man. Absolutely beautiful. And that's the thing what I love about it. Like, you see the quality of him. Just as Mippo said, as Aguero said, different than gravy. Just so good, man. So good. And it wasn't just him. You look around, you see this man alongside him, Kovacic. I'll talk about Rodri in a minute. Can we talk about Rodri? Kovacic. Look, that rating there, he's better than that 7.8 for me. That obviously averages at about an 8 out of 10. He's only an assist or a goal away from a 9 out of 10. But I thought he was imperious. Once again, we just need to talk about the context of the game as well. Well, he's just joined. He's just joined Manchester City Football Club, and he's that good. He's that good as well. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Honestly, just remarkable. Like, tonight, there was times where this man, Mateo Kovacic, this beautiful man, by the way, what a player. He looks classy as well. Just looks so cool in that shirt. It shouldn't matter, by the way, that players look cool, but he does look cool, and he looks cool with the Puma King boots as well. DDD said as well, he looks like he basically played like Modric, and he sort of did, actually. He did. I actually sort of get what you're on about. But there was times tonight where he was physical, he was aggressive, he was powerful, and his little one-touch football with Rodri, just pinging it around Newcastle players, and then he'd just turn and dribble past 2 people. Like, I love it. It makes me fall in love with football again somehow. I already love football, but like the charisma to his game, the passion to his game, just this is magic. Just magic. He looks like he was born to be a Guardiola footballer. Some of the elegance of a Bernardo Silva, some of the pause and technical ability of a Gundogan, but that Croatian steel, that Eastern Bloc steel that you'd expect from a man brought up over there. Croatia, a beautiful country, but they're tough footballers from Croatia. And they have that technical elegance mixed with that steeliness. He looks like he was born to play for this. Born to play for this team. I absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love it. What a player. And of course, as well, Vardiol, another Croatian. Only 6.9 on that stats thing, but he was better than that. Vardiol looks like he's been at Manchester City for years too. How can you be that good at 21 years old? How can you be that good at 21 years old defensively? There was one moment where, like, when Rodri made a mistake, unfortunately, but Vardiol just stood his ground, put his big foot in, perfect stuff. And as well, at times as well, Akanji, excellent. People give Akanji so much stick. People like to hate on Akanji. I feel like there's always someone that they have to criticise. But Akanji, he's such a remarkable footballer. Like, I know he had a slightly ropey start to the season, playing in a role he's never played before. But he's been asked to play as a right back, a left back, and now a quasi defensive midfielder. And he's been excellent. Like, he's excellent. What a footballer. What a man. Just gets on with it and does a great job. And there was moments where him and Vardiol were defending together, particularly down the right hand side, where it was just like they were both so they just put the Newcastle players right there and they were like, "You ain't passing, mate. You ain't passing." Defensively so strong, man. I mean, look at Newcastle's expected XG, 0.29. I think they had one shot on target. Ridiculous stuff, man. Ridiculous stuff. And then, of course, as well, so Vardiol, he's a special player. Diaz, Walker, both imperious, as you'd expect. Look, what I love about Alvarez, right? Not many people score that goal When you look at the actual stats of the game tonight, man, I go over to the game and then you see the goal here. The goal here from Alvarez, you see it down at the bottom. Alvarez, it says, the XG for that goal was 0.11. 1 in 10 times that goes in from that's place, basically. 1 in 10 times. That goes in because Alvarez is Alvarez. And he does things that only people like him do. Like, it was such an instinctive snapshot. Like, most people don't shoot from there, but he shot anyway. Aguero-esque. It was the quickness of the shot. Like, Pope wasn't ready. I think Pope was sort of caught flat-footed. He didn't even dive, really. He sort of just flapped a hand at it. It was the power of the shot and the instinctiveness of the shot that just totally threw Nick Pope. It was brilliant. And that's what I think Guardiola loves about him. He needs to get better in terms of his overall link-up play. Though, actually, I thought tonight he was great. I thought his link-up play with Foden was brilliant. But I'm talking about his broad game. But what I love about Alvarez and we love about Alvarez is he's got that aggressive. And what Pep, I reckon, loves about him is that he's got that aggressive play, but he's just sort of capable of magic. And when you've got a play capable of magic, it decides games like this. And look, Haaland had a stinker. I can call it as it is. Haaland had a stinker tonight. He should be buying Phil Foden a few pints because he created chances for him. Some super chats. Mark saying how much to have Nerland blocked. Look, mate, I'm not going to block him unless he's aggressive or rude. He's moany, but not rude. But thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Who knows? You call me out, Nerland, and I'll go for 50 quid to block him. I'll get paid to block people. No, I won't block him. Nerland is just a moaner. I'm not going to block him, mate. Also, super chat from Masoom as well, saying it was an impressive win. I would have taken a draw in the circumstances. Phil cooked the tunes tonight. Cover was yummy. Guardiola great. Diaz is him. I mean, you pretty much nailed it there, man. Phil sat there, man, and he was like Remy and Ratatouille, cooking up a nice little meal. He was smelling it. He was getting the senses. A little bit of pepper there, a little bit of paprika. I don't know what they do. He was making a Manchester. I don't know. He was a bit of Vimto because he's from Manchester. From Stockport. Whatever he was doing, he was cooking up something special. I don't know what that would be. Paprika, pepper, Vimto. It sounds lovely to me. Anyway, he cooked up something wonderful. And Cover, just delightful. Lovely stuff. Absolutely spot on, mate. Thank you so much, of course, for the support on the channel. It is hugely appreciated. Haaland didn't have his best game tonight, but on another night he scores. He's already got 2 in 2. So, guys, as well as Tandeka said, please do hit the like button. It is massively support. It does help support the channel. Please subscribe as well if you are new. If you're watching, you're joining right now, and you're watching Manchester City fan channel here. Look, I'm Stephen. Welcome to the channel. Not everyone will be watching. You know me. I'm new. If you're new, I'm a lifelong City fan. Like this video. Everyone in the chat, tell everyone to subscribe. You know what I mean? If you've been watching for a while, let people in the chat know that Stephen's sound and that you should subscribe. But I was really happy tonight. Honestly, I'm buzzing. Like, just watching that midfield, Rodri, Foden, Kovacic, gets me going, man. It gets me going once again. It gets me going. Just magic. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we'll be doing a Fan View Live tonight as well, by the way. So if you're watching right now and you're a member or Patreon, the Fan View Live link, you'll know the usual one. You'll find it in the member tab or on the Patreon. I'll be chatting away. I'll show you the story of the game, by the way, in general. Obviously, I'm here with the momentum of the game. You can see it as it shifted. You've seen a lot of blue there compared to a lot of black. 1 second, there we go. Look, City were largely the better team, and they got the goal when they're on top as well. Newcastle, of course, in the second half, when City tired, did have a little bit of momentum going their way. But this was City's game. Make no mistake, you can see by the amount of shots there. Look, Newcastle's were mainly block shots, Almiron with a block shot. Bruno Guimaraes one wide there from distance, but it was he scuffed it wide. I remember it was a bit of a bad one. Joelinton with a block shot. Anthony Gordon with a weak kind of touch header kind of thing. What I remember, left foot, yeah. Anthony Gordon with a block shot as well. Another one, Harvey Barnes from wide right into the hands of Ederson. It was soft stuff, but City with Foden, Foden created so many moments, man. I'll try and find the first one. Grealish there. I mean, the first Foden towards the end as well. He had a decent one. But Grealish with a block shot there and a Kanji from long range over the top. Grealish, another block shot. Kovacic, block shot. Foden, block shot. Alvarez, top corner. Look, either way, I'm not going to read through all that. But you look at the tail of the game tonight, 1.09 to their 0.29. City deserved this. They were powerful, man. They were powerful. And I'm very happy about that. It's FOTMob. It's really good, man. I like it. I like it. It's a good app. And look, City, when you look at the bench tonight, Guardiola was not going towards the bench at all. We had Oscar Bob on there, Cole Palmer, McAtee, Phillips, Peroni, Ake, Lewis, Gomez, Ortega. He wasn't going to go towards that bench, which is a shame, but we had to win it with the players on the pitch, and we did. We did, and that to me is all that matters, tonight. City, of course, up there is second, Brighton top, but we've got 2 wins so far from 2 difficult games, and that to me is really, really encouraging. This City side they're excellent. They're excellent. If you wondered if there was a lack of hunger, nah, I'm sorry. There isn't a lack of hunger at all. These players are ready to do something special this season. I can just sense it again. But we need to bring players in. We need to. Stock says Phillips was handing out water bottles. He was great. Oh, man, that's so droll. It's so harsh. I love Calvin. He's such a nice lad, but it's just it feels sort of true. And also 2 clean sheets, which is a very good. Cas Chief Jackman says 2 clean sheets transformation. Not conceded yet. Yeah, look. The defenders, yeah, absolutely wonderful. What did you miss second half, Nico? Look, mate, second half, it was way open. It got more open because players got tired. But Phil was excellent. He created loads of chances. Erling had a bit of a stinker, scuffing shots. He has that every now and then, doesn't he? But Phil was excellent. Kovacic, Rodri, brilliant. Kovacic, immense. Just immense. Absolutely immense. Just a Rolls Royce of a footballer. And then Vardial with a couple of big moments as well. Rodri great. Eddie's distribution, wonderful as always. Well, to be honest, they were all just warriors. He got a bit tetchy, a couple of chances for Newcastle. Yeah, honestly, Nico, Kovacic was brilliant. I know you missed second half, but how good everyone was Kovacic. He was a Kanji flawless. I'm going to be honest, mate, you were, because he was so good tonight. He was absolutely brilliant. Not like creating a billion chances or anything like that, but he's just the composure, the little triangles around Newcastle. Jack, look, I'm going to talk about Jack. I don't think Jack had a good game tonight. The FOTMob stats show that as well. I think he got better towards the end. Actually, he did get better towards the end. But in general, I thought him and Haaland was the weakest link, actually. But he was a physical presence, but he was the weakest link going forward. But Grealish, he wasn't involved as Alvarez and Foden. Couldn't get involved. But he couldn't get involved, unfortunately. But it's one of those things where he needs to. Maybe it's early season, maybe he's not quite got there, but he felt so predictable. Like they were just blocking his shots really easily. He wasn't involved as much as he'd like to be. Definitely better in the second half compared to the first half. He's not quite up to speed yet. I'll give him time because I think everyone deserves time early on in the season. I honestly believe that. I think it's hard to get your rhythm, but we will get there. Guys, once again, 400 people watching, just 100 likes, which means 3 in 4 of you haven't liked the video. Come on, man. A nice like spike to help. City deserve it tonight. City deserve it. He was good defensively. He always is. Great. He was diligent. He worked really hard as he always does, man. So I got to appreciate him for that. But that tonight was a powerful display. Kyle Walker, the captain, excellent, by the way, defensively as always. And of course, as well, United lost comfortably as well to Spurs, which makes it even more sweeter, doesn't it? It really does. I'm happy. I'm buzzing. Now, of course, I would say get out there and sign some players. If it's Olmo, great. If it's Doku, great. Whatever it is, just sign some players. And all of a sudden, things look very good. We'll be laughing then. But we need some players. We really do. We absolutely do, because even in a game like that, if Doku's on there towards the end, his pace, tired legs, it's scary town, man. That is spooky stuff for Newcastle. They would be absolutely terrified because he would run at him. He would run at him and he would get in behind because he would do. Phil would pick him out. He'd get past people. So we need to get some players in. We do need to get players in because injuries show that this squad becomes inexperienced. I like young players being involved, academy players, but you can't lean on them. You can't lean on them in big games. I think you're going to struggle. So fingers crossed. City gets them in. But either way, tonight that felt important. Guardiola was rightfully on the pitch. He was buzzing Pep, and you can tell why, because that was a big performance tonight. Pep did say this about the game. He said, "No words to express my gratitude for the performance we gave the second game. But after last season, we are still there. We spoke about mentality. The reason we won was about our mentality. We proved it again." Exactly. Mentality monsters, man. They talked about Liverpool being mentality monsters. Nah. City are the mentality monsters, and they always were, Chelsea casting off Kovacic. And he was probably the best midfielder on the pitch tonight. You know what I mean? This says it all. It's about mentality. The right players do the right things. Yeah, Pep's absolutely buzzing, and rightfully so. Did you see the video with the fan, by the way? A fan was shouting at Pep to make a substitution, and Pep said, "Well, come and sit here and do it. Come." Never change, Pep. Never stop being that eccentric, passionate weirdo. You know, like, I love it, man. That stuff matters. I love it. Absolutely love it. It was brilliant. It was brilliant because it was just passionate. You know, in the moment, they're all there. I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, it's a club record, by the way. A 1-0 win against Newcastle, 17 consecutive home wins across all competitions. Yeah, and I suspect it'll go more. Kanji was talking about the role. He said, I like it, John Stones' role. Came a little bit surprising with Stones' injury. I think I had 2 or 3 training sessions there, and then I saw it in the Super Cup final today again. I'm starting to feel pretty confident now. I'm obviously adjusting to it as well. This position is something new, but I think it's like my 5th position that I've played now in this team. This is what I mean, man. Like, he plays everywhere. I like to learn new things. I like to get better. Do you know how hard it is to beat Manuel Akanji? Seriously. Do you know how hard it is? Like, everyone wants to hate on Akanji, but he's such a phenomenal footballer. £14 million. £14 million. He's come in and played all these different roles and been so reliable in him. Excellent stuff, man. Excellent stuff. Good on him, man. Good on him. Smart, versatile, intelligent footballer. A treble winner. I love him. I love him. People want to hate him. People want to find someone to laugh at. They just do. Nah, come on. Get behind him. He said about Foden, he said, I think Phil is so good, especially in midfield. He's so good with his back to goal, the way he turns. He moves in between spaces. And that's what we saw again today. I hope he keeps doing that this season. Yeah, and that was 7 chances from open play tonight. His most ever in a single game. Wonderful stuff. And they played Sam Fender as well at full time, a Newcastle fan. Music. I love that, man. Absolutely love it. Yeah, Imperious from City. Imperious from City. I'll see if there's any more quotes. Yeah, pretty much that's it, really. Look, I'm buzzing about tonight. I'm absolutely buzzing. Like, City tonight, games like tonight show me that I think we're going to win the league again. It was that good. It was that important. It really was. The only thing is, people on Twitter do, Sam. The only thing is, of course, is injuries. If we can keep everyone fit, we got a chance. If we can't, it may be a little bit more difficult. But time will tell, of course, if we can manage that. I hope we can. I suspect we might be able to. Fingers crossed. I don't know. But what I do know is these players, they want it. And that is all that matters. That's all they want. That's all that matters. One more player. I think we need 2. 2 players. Thoughts on Calvin Phillips? It's a weird one with Calvin in it. Look, Pep just doesn't rate him. You can just sense it, can't you? Like, I feel we're crying out for some legs there tonight. We're crying out for legs. I mean, you could have brought off like Foden. No, it's not Foden. Sorry, Haaland. Put Alvarez up front to run and brought in Phillips to show up the midfield. But Pep just didn't want to do it. He just doesn't trust him. And it seems a shame, man. It seems a shame, but he just doesn't trust him. And maybe it'll change, but I just can't see it changing. And for whatever reason, he's just not there. And look, the thing is, we can't keep playing. We can't keep playing the same players every single week. Wait, did Foden have... Mount had 9 touches today. Is that actually right, top of the league? Mason Mount, 9 touches. That's crazy, man. Is that actually true? God, United are naff, aren't they? They're garbage, man. Ten Hag has got absolutely no idea. Guys, please like the video as well. It would be massively appreciated. I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy about this. Like, the only thing is we just need that depth because these players are running on fumes. They are running on fumes. I think we will sign someone. I actually think the Olmo stuff has got a lot of legs to it. I might be wrong. It looks like, by the way, Paqueta was going to happen. It was going to happen. Everything suggested it was agreed. Then, of course, that man's family messed things up for him. He might be in jail in a few months' time. Who knows? I don't know. It's gone badly for him anyway. But, of course, we've got potential to sign Olmo. I think Olmo could come in because I feel like given he's got a release clause next year, if we go above that release clause, he might just accept it. He completed 14 passes today, Mount. Bloody hell. Oh, my God. Postecoglou seems a better manager, man. He seems a better manager. This is about Harry Kane as well. Oliver, yeah, I've absolutely glazed out. I've absolutely gone crazy on Kovacic, and I think he deserves it. Look, Kovacic is already the front of my 5 things learned tomorrow, by the way. He absolutely is, because he deserves it, man. He deserves it. He was a monster. Just incredible. Brilliant stuff. But guys, anyway, that is my verdict tonight. Just a huge win. Genuinely. I feel like that was an important win for many reasons. People around the Premier League will look at City tonight and go, wow, they are absolute monsters defensively. Like monsters defensively. They do not concede chances. They are powerful. They are ready. We are focused. And tonight was a message. That was a message to the Premier League that actually that I do think this City side is ready. Not ready, that they are ready to go again, basically. We knew they're ready, but they're ready to go again. And they're ready to try and win another league title. And I think they will do. I believe in them. It's just a quality team. Foden's ready to step up. We are ready. We can do it. Tonight, that should have been maybe 3-0 if Haaland had his finishing boots on tonight. Guys, thank you for watching this. I will be live again in 15 minutes time or so for the Fan View Live. If you remember watching right now or a Patreon supporter, you'll know where the link is. It's on the usual place. I'll be catching you on the Fan View Live and chatting to some fans, and I cannot wait. I'm going to go edit that and get it ready. City, treble winners, 2 out of 2. Come on, beautiful stuff. In a bit, good night. Like, subscribe. Bye-bye.